Thanks for joining us on Key Factors, presented by the raceguide.com.au. Stu Rich and Mike Wood here to take you through a massive card of racing. Rosehill Gardens. It's the start of the Autumn Carnival this weekend. Plenty of best bets coming your way. A lot of value in there as well. Our charity multi at the end of the show, and of course the $100 hot seat. Welcoming in Mike Wood, mate. Coolmore Day. It's Ladies' Day. One of your favourites out there, mate.
It's a fantastic day of racing, fantastic day of betting as well. With all these new races around, sometimes you forget the classics, and the Coolmore Classic is definitely one of those. The Doncaster for the girls, I call it. Always a great betting race. They fan across the track. They should all get their chance, Stu. Yeah,
you've found a few at value over the years as well. And I was going through doing some of my research, Mike. 57.5 kilos, sweet deal. She's going to have to be good. Bounding Away, Emancipation, and your favourite, Sunline. They're some of the mares that have carried over that.
Very good. Love when you do your data, Stu. Sweet Deal, Sunline. Can't use those two names in the same sentence, can you? Big task for Sweet Deal on Saturday.
Well, it's going to be a great day of racing. Of course, plenty of other races on the card as well, Mike. So how are we going to play this weekend? It's obviously the weather. Mate, where are we going here?
Well, the weather's good, I think. It sort of rained earlier in the week, drying out during the week. The rail's back into the true. And we're pretty confident we know the way the track's going to play on Saturday. The rail's back in the true, like I said. Soft conditions, soft 6.
Just not drying.
It might firm up towards a soft 5 late in the day. Look at the times during the day. And a fair to off-rails bias almost always. Off-rails definitely towards the last couple of races.
Yeah, another heavy dew there on Friday morning predicted. What about getting through the rest of these races, Mike? 5 big ones to look at. The 2-year-olds, very exciting. The Slipper only a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, this is not an easy betting card overall, like the Coolmore, but the other ones are a little bit tricky, going for the 2-year-old races as usual.
Nice.
Then into the McCartan Stakes, that's a hard one. Coolmore Classic. And into race 9, the Get-Out Stakes, that's an important one as well.
You got a hard one and a Get-Out Stakes in there in our 5 races.
2 of those 5 are not easy, but the rest may be okay.
All right, the Coolmore to come later on, but let's get stuck into the 2-year-olds, Mike. The very first one, it's the Pago. Last Chance Saloon into the Golden Slipper, 1,200 metres, Group 3 for the boys, and a few of these coming off some pretty big forgive runs. 6 out of the 9 runners coming out of the Skyline, and it's not that form line that's on top here. It's I Love Myself, $2.90. The I Love the City Colt, a big plunge there at Flemington, held up to the 150 metre mark. How far could it have won by? There's Aim $4 on the next line. The Star Witness Colt, 7 weeks fresh, and Attack the Line in the Skyline. We've got Kumasi, $5.50 there, the Snitzel Colt. Really interesting, because coming late on the scene here from his debut win at Gosford, of course, that form tying in from Daniki, who lost during the week. And we've got the $1.6 million Colt there, Prague, $9. Argenteus there as well. We've got Postcode. So pretty competitive market here, Mike, but it's the Melbourne Visitor on top for the punters.
Yeah, it must have been so hard for the bookies to price this market because there's not much form references to go off. And there were so many unlucky runners in the Skyline Stakes, the lead-up run. Let's have a look at that replay now. A lot of these horses coming through. Postcode, he wasn't that great in the yard. He's a smaller type. Maybe it's 1,400 metres. It was a bit fizzy. He got beaten off. Prague, what was he doing? He laid it. He was only okay. Argenteus in the green on the inside. A very hard debut for him. Tight for room. Racing Kelly only gets out late. Mission River's the one I've got to talk about. 3 wide, no cover. Lame. Timed at the 275 metre mark. Beaten off and keen. 5 flags in the race guide. Complete forgive for Mission River, Stu.
Well, that's what you're going to find in the race guide, aren't you? Plenty of red, plenty of orange, and the point is they're going to be jumping out of you when you're doing the form.
Yeah, talking about red and orange, Aim, he was held up as well. Another unlucky runner.
All right, let's have a look at the Melbourne Visitor. I Love Myself. And, well, Mike, have a look at this. Orange hat on the inside here. And Matty Hill's just saying needs an out badly, but tell you what, when it gets out, the question is, how far could this have won by?
I don't know, Stu. I know it was a strong tempo, so the leaders were definitely tiring over the last 200 metres. I know the form references are only fair. Probably sort of 65 to 72 mark. It's hard to rate this race.
Look at it.
Maybe not quite high as compared to the other runners, but like you say, Stu, if it got out earlier, it could have won by 2 or 3, and it's clearly got progression. A very hard horse to line up.
And look at this, just the last 50. See you later. Out and gone.
Slid straight past, classy win with upside.
All right, well, that's what we've got to look at, Mike. We've got to have an important look at that. It is a favourite there, the Melbourne horse. So let's see how you're going to stack up this form. Of course, we've got key factors to get through, Mike. Let's find a winner for the Pago.
Yeah, very hard to get the form with so little form references. Aim maybe going the best. He was held up. But look at that, Stu, across the page.
OK, so it's Skyline form just on top. Key factors, Mike, we're running our mini race, top right-hand side of the screen. A lot of these have got progression.
Yeah, lots of only one run or big upside. I think Postcode can improve. It was a bit fizzy in the yard. Prague has to improve. Tom Marquardt coming back from England. Argenteus, big upside. Kumasi, big upside. I love myself. Massive upside.
Yeah, big welcome back to Tom. And, of course, distance, that stage of prep, all important.
Yeah, all important. Mission River, bred for 1,400 metres plus. We're not rating him on his last start because he was so unlucky, so we think he can improve to a fair 1,200 metres.
That's some serious odds right down the bottom of the page because, of course, they are in market order, Mike. Track conditions, it is soft.
Yeah, we're just guessing. Look at the race guide to get the profiles of the horses, but we're not quite sure which one's going to like it best.
Okay, and who is going to get the good position in run over the 1,200?
Small field, okay, I think.
Okay, so it's I Love Myself, the favourite, levelled up with Argenteus there and Mission River at any old odds down the bottom of the page there, Mike. And, well, look, this favourite, we've gone through the key factors. It definitely didn't kick clear, did it?
Tricky race, though, tricky race.
Yeah, well, that's all we've got to have to look at now. So let's bring in all the ratings now for a bet in the Pago. It's early in the day, so the punters want their pockets full nice and early. But look, $2.90, so we've got a short enough price favourite here, Mike. And, well, let's face it, straight away we're going for a bit of value here. Argenteus and Mission River, it was $31, and that was right there through the key factors.
Yeah, he's strong. I think you'll like the 1,200s. You can shuffle a packer, you can back a few early, you can wait for the market moves and back a few late.
Okay, yeah.
And obviously, of the top three, there's two that stand off the page. I Love Myself. I might back him late if he parades well. But the two I'm backing are Argenteus and Mission River. Argenteus could be powerful, could be brilliant if he gets clear room on Saturday. And Mission River, he's super tough. He's a great each-way bet.
That's some good value, $31. But Argenteus there for us in the Pago. Now it's time for a look at the Magic Night race number 3, of course. This is for the girls at Group 3 level for the 2-year-olds. And, well, we had a few same form lines in the Pago. Now we've got a lot of different form lines to weigh up. And it's Stella Pauline, $3.60 into $2.90. Well supported. 4 starts, 4 seconds. Worked early in the sweet embrace. Let's see if she can go one better. Arkit. Here we go, Mike. Well backed on debut. $1.75 there that day. Can Gay get another runner into the Golden Slipper, a race we know she just loves to win? Due by Star, that's her other chance. $8.50. Coming off the maiden win at Canterbury latest. We've got Fillies there, $9. Enough to forgive there in the Widden behind away game. That's probably the question. And, of course, Sonsi there, $12. Another winner on debut. So this form's coming from everywhere.
Everywhere, but Stella Pauline is the one that's come second. And I've backed her 1, 2, 3, 4 times, Stu. Let's have a look at the last start. She's still one of my favourite fillies, can you believe it? Glutton for punishment. Leads at a strong tempo. The first time she's led, had to do a little bit of work early. Left a sitting duck, I think, but she fought on pretty well to the line. And the thing about this filly, she's tough, she's durable, she's reliable, and she draws well on Saturday, Stu.
That's what I want to see in a 2-year-old, mate, especially when they're going to get on pace, which at Rosehill we know we like to do, Mike, but is she going to get there on Saturday?
Well, I think, just sitting off them, she's fit, obviously. She's had a few runs. A lot of the other favourites are first up. That fitness and the nice barrier, she has to be in the finish on Saturday. I just hope she sticks her nose down. Yeah,
well, look, there was a gap there, back to 3rd, so let's see if she can go one better. And, well, let's have a look at the Gay Wardhouse and Adrian Bott runner here. Well, one of them, we've got Arkit here, Mike. We're talking Kensington here. It's a soft 5, and, well, we know this horse is just going to go forward. And I guess all important here as well, the jockey that also likes to dominate.
Yeah, Nash on pace, so strong. Look, this win doesn't rate that well. The rating was only pretty fair, and the form lines are only fair as well. Okay. But it's a big striding, tough Waterhouse horse. If it rides a strong tempo on Saturday, it could lift, and I'm definitely scared of that filly.
Well, a lot of her horses do that over time, as we all know. Let's have a look now to get this race started. The Magic Night race number 3, and it's Stella Pauline with all the seconds holding the form, sweet embrace.
Gap back to 3rd last start. She's running well. She was second in the Magic Millions of some of the best 2-year-old form around. I am biased, but light her up.
Okay, so she's the one they've got to catch. How are they going to do that? Well, they've got to get through the key factors. Who's got the progression here?
Yeah, ones with upside. Kid, I think obviously the one with massive upside for the Waterhouse stable, going to 1,200 metres strong tempo. Filizzi has got upside, but could take a step back as well if a freshen up for the coming stable. Okay, so they've levelled up to a length there, but it's still Stella Pauline out in front. Mike, distance at stage of prep. Yeah, the big key factor for Kid, strong, tough, on a strong tempo. She could keep lifting late. Yeah, it might be very hard to hold out. So these two favourites are out in front. Who do the track conditions favour? Well, coming back to Sydney home track, maybe time is precious. Okay, all right, so a little bit of value there, but these two can position and run sort them out. Well, it's going to be a strong tempo, big field, all trying to get into the slipper. Stella Pauline, suck run, 3 pairs back, maybe 2 pairs back. Strong late, I hope.
All right, Stella Pauline. Well, you said strong late, and it was
I
there in
think
the key.
It's been given away already.
Karkanaka just been behind, and for Lizzie, only a length there, Mike, but Stella Pauline, second. Let's see if she can turn it around. I'm feeling it, mate. You've mentioned her a few times here. There was another good look at that replay. $2.90. You're shouting out first. Is that the way we're going? We've got it.
Yeah, for Lizzie, I'm just going to take on that stable, the Cummings stable. Some of their first up runners not going that well. Karkita Kit, I am terrified of her, but she's first up for a bit of a break.
Yep.
And she's going to have to ride a strong tempo. Stella Pauline, gun barrier, hard fit, tough, reliable, so durable.
True.
She has to win on Saturday, please.
And what's a good price? $2.90?
$2.90's fine.
All right, we'll take that.
Fine.
Stella Pauline there for us in race number 3. Coming up after the break, 3 more big races coming your way, including the Group 1 Coolmore. Welcome back to Key Factors, presented by the raceguide.com.au. A big day racing at Rosehill Gardens on Saturday, and the next race we are going to have a look at is race number 4. It's 1,100 metres and Group 3 level, Mike. And I'll tell you what, the big question here is which one of these is going to be ready fresh, because there's a few resuming here, including Zoo Style, $3.40, unbeaten at the 1,100. He will be out in front, you would think. $3.40 favourite. Grey Worm, $3.50. The Grey Gelding, brilliant fresh, kicking in the lead. Tactical Advantage there, $6. Another one resuming, has the class, has trialled well. Star of the Seas, one of your old faves, got all the way to the placing in the Epsom in the spring, $6. And of course, Soothing, another classy mare resuming. Winner of 3 out of 4 fresh. We know this horse will be charging late. But what's the tempo going to be? All that's going to unfold in the Key Factors later.
Tempo, fitness in the yard, both so important. I'm not going to look at Zoo Style. He's a good horse, but is he a little bit overrated, Stu? Let's have a look at Grey Worm in the first replay. He's not overrated, is he? He was well backed all week. I couldn't find him in this race, but he absolutely smashed them. Spending to win. The steady tempo may not have helped him, and he did keep on well to the line. He draws well on Saturday. And Riverbird, the steady tempo, she absolutely hated it, but she's in a harder race on Saturday.
I wasn't in either this day, Mike, and I'll tell you what, some of those in the crowd just could have gone grey. They ran the trifecta, easy.
1, 2, 3. I think my mum had the trifecta, but it's a progressive horse. Has come back better. The Hawk stable is backing it again. You can tell the money's coming in. You have to respect that, Stu.
All right, well, I don't think there's 3 greys in the race on the weekend, so that won't be happening. So let's have a look. Well, I'm going to take you back here, Mike. 27th of April, 19. So we're going back nearly a year now. It's at Hawkesbury. We're looking at Tactical Advantage here. Spending to wins in the race as well. They're both running on out wide here. Why are we showing this one?
Tactical Advantage, first up 2 preps ago. His first up run was in a Group 1 last prep, so you can probably forgive that. He is a decent horse fresh. Probably a little bit more consistent than Soothing Fresh. If he produces this rating on Saturday, he's in the finish, but it is an open race, Stu.
All right, well, that other one's got a lot of ground to make up if we go off a year ago.
He didn't come up that prep, that horse.
All right, well, let's get into this race now, Mike. Of course, all the form and the key factors. Let's light up the gold bars, running our mini race at top right-hand side
Star
of the
Star of the Seas comes from pretty good form line. Soothing smashed them last prep, and Tactical Advantage was in good form last prep as well.
Okay, so they're the ones right in the middle of the betting. So let's see if the favourites can catch up as we run our race. Who's got the progression here?
Yeah, Grey Worm can definitely improve his preparation. I think he's a better horse. And Diplomatico, a bit of a green type, a bit of a keen type, he could improve as well.
Yeah, horse that was on the up this time last year. Good to see him back to the track. What about the distance stage of prep?
1,100 metres seems to suit Zoo Style first up. Grey Worm second up 11, bit of a risk. And Star of the Seas, he probably wants 14 plus. He's a miler, isn't he?
He is, but look at this race unfolding, Mike. Soothing, Tactical Advantage out from all the other favourites and spending to win there at odds. Who is going to enjoy the sting out?
I think they all like it. Strangely, no gold bars again on a soft track.
No gold bars going across here. What about position in run? How many could we have in the lead here?
Well, we were talking about it before the show. Zoo Style could roll along,
yep,
which gives spending to win and miss X Factor, the suck run just behind at Rosehill. That's a gold bar, isn't it, Stu?
It is, and gold bar there for spending to win, looming up to Soothing and Tactical Advantage. We crossed the line, but Zoo Style, Grey Worm, Star of the Seas, they are not far away. You're pretty much saying there's 6 chances in the race here, Mike.
Lindell, tough one.
I don't know about this race, but we need a bet. Let's have a look. Well, let's see if it is worth a bet, Mike. Of course, we don't have to be betting in each race. There could be a place bet, there could be a win bet. We've got some tempo-related queries. But you've found one here, $19 spending to win. We saw that replay, and I said it had to make up a lot of ground on the other horse, and it will have to.
Yeah, well, that was a bad prep. That prep, it ran poorly all 4 or 5 runs. It won a couple of starts ago, spending to win. Look, there's probably 6 horses we think will be right in the finish, with Diplomatico warming up late. Most of them are first up. Most of them have risks, but spending to win, the old boy in the box seat, he's got less risks. He's probably more a place bet than a win bet. but it'll be around the mark for sure.
Why not take some odds when you can? Look at that.
$5 a place, that'll do me.
A length between them all. It's spending to win there for us. Now it's time for the Group 1 Coolmore. What a race this is going to be, Mike. 1,500 metres, Group 1 for the fillies and mares. Sydney's biggest race for the girls, you said. Dixie, Daisy, they've all been there. Ronnie Quinton, 3 out of the last 4. We've got Sweet Deal on top, $4.40. Run down late by Dawn Dawn. And, of course, this horse is absolutely flying. We've got Sylvia's Mother, $4.40. Well back to in from $6. $1,200 to the $1,400, now to the $1,500. That is the query there, up from Melbourne. Pahudakawa, $5.50. The same race. It's been a year since her last win. Well weighted, says James Cummings. $5.50 there. Spanish Whisper, another one up from Melbourne. $12 coming through the same race as Sylvia's Mother. And Dawn Dawn, well, got there in the last stride last start. It's come back very well. Out again in trip here, Mike. But how about this market? $4.40 out and a host of chances. It's the mares.
You know it's always going to be an open market, and you know always to go against the favourites. They're a given, but maybe one of those favourites I like. Let's have a look at one of the lead-up runs, or the main lead-up run, the Guy Walter Stakes. What was going on here? Conte Patiro went at Sweet Deal with a sledgehammer and left her with nothing left the last 20 metres, and she just got beat. If you're on Sweet Deal, and I was, you were very unlucky. It was a strong 1,400 metre run. Dawn Dawn getting a nice run off the strong tempo runs on well. She just pushed Pahudakawa wide on the turn, and that was a good run as well. But the horse that should have won is in the purple. Glen Boss stuck on the inside, come to the outside. Noir surges home late. Terrible watch.
Well, yeah, you were on again that day, I'm sure.
I backed 5 of them, but not the winner.
All right, well, that's obviously a very clear form line leading into the Coolmore Classic on the weekend. And, well, let's have a look at the favourite here. Up from Melbourne, as we said. We're talking of Sylvia's Mother, but Spanish Whispers here. Ben Toity's in the race as well. And Dunn, easing off the fence, gets out, wins well, Mike, but what about the form in this race? How are we going to rate this?
I think just a little bit behind, not that far behind, but looking at the form references from last preparation, I think it is slightly behind. Is it Benetoid or Bentoid or Benetoid? I don't know. It's come to the inside, strong late in the white sleeves and the white cap. It's a wet track 1,500 metre plus horse, gets a weight turnaround. Good lead-up run. Second up that one, Stu.
I'm going Benetoiti, listening to Matty Hill from those calls, mate. Let's get stuck into it. What a race this is going to be. Mike, I tell you, who have they got to catch for the form? Because we're looking at Sweet Deal and we know she's in form.
The Racing New South Wales handicappers know these mares.
Yeah, look at this.
And they've lined them up well.
Well, that's what we've got to expect. And let's see if the key factors can help us here, Mike, as we get the race started. Who's got the progression out of it?
Yeah, Spanish Whisper set up. Great second up record. Tom Marquardt on as well. That's a progression as well. Conte Patiro has to improve. And Eldorado Dreaming, forgive that first up run. She came second in this race last year. So
you're talking only about a length or two here between 10 runners. We're already struggling. What about the distance, 1,500?
Well, it's going to be a testing 1,500 metres, and this is the key factor for the Coolmore.
That's value.
A testing 15. Sylvia's Mother, Sweet Deal, Spanish Whisper, Dawn Dawn, Sweet Scandal, all not proven. Testing 1,500 metres, Stu. OK, I definitely want a horse that can run the 15 in the Coolmore Classic for a bet, Mike. We've got a lot of action down the bottom of the page here. What about the track conditions? Well, it's a soft track. She hasn't won for a year, but she finds her race. Pahudakawa, Benetoite. I'll go with Matty Hill. Loves the soft track as well.
All right, so Pahudakawa and Benetoite here out in front. Noir closing in. What about the position in run? Big field.
Yeah, some wide barriers. Sweet Deal, not too bad, but the strong tempo might be a risk. Dawn, Sweet Scandal, Noir. Noir's drawn way out wide, isn't she?
She is. But how about these favourites, mate? Sylvia's Mother and Sweet Deal hardly progress. Sylvia's Mother just gets a little gold there at the end. But Pahudakawa and Benetoite out in front. Mike, they've cleared out a couple of lengths. Is that really going to happen on Saturday?
I might. You never know.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look now to see. We are going to play so many different ways you can play this race. Let's bring the odds back in. We've got Pahudakawa there, 1 year, and James Cummings says ready for this. Benetoite there, $23. A couple of lengths back here, Mike. The favourite, Sylvia's Mother, Sweet Deal, $4.40. They aren't in the hunt on our ratings.
No, if it's a testing tempo, and that's the caveat, if it's an honest, fair testing tempo,
that's what we want.
Some of those favourites will tie the last 100 metres. Sweet Deal is no Sunline. She's got such a big weight, and the horses I want to be on as they come down the last 100 metres, 200 metres, are Pahudakawa and Benetoite, both soft track horses, both so strong to the finish. Noir should be booming down the outside as well. All
right, they're the ones we want to be on for the Coolmore Classic. What a race it's going to be. And as we wrap up race number 9, I can't believe you've chosen this one to do, Mike. 1,350 metres, benchmark 88 to end the day in the Get Out Stakes. But Positive Peace We were on last start. That was a good win. $4 here, in from $4.60. Looking for 4 in a row. Hopefully some catch me if you can tactics in the last here. We've got Royal Celebration, $5 on the next line. Should get a gun run here. Andrew Adkins, doesn't he know this horse well? Riding 9 from its 11 starts. Something Fast, $5.50 resuming. 5 from 8, building a very good CV here, and obviously a nice claim. We've got Accession there, $5.50. Out in Trip there, the query for me, and of course Rohewen running very, very well. 3 good runs this campaign, but this horse is going to have the pace on to be running on late in the day.
Yeah, we'll need the pace on. Didn't quite have it last start. Let's have a look at 1,200 metre race with a fair to steady tempo. They kind of quickened it up into the turn. They did slow down the last 200, giving the backmarkers a chance to run on, but there was that big sprint. Royal Celebration, he was just okay. A little bit tight in the orange. His last 2 runs was fair. Accession, absolutely every possible chance you can have him. Rohewen, well, maybe he's going a little bit flat. House of Cartier is the interesting one.
Okay,
the black,
just in
the
behind.
orange and the yellow. Some horses, just like all distances, she's badly blocked to the line. She gets 1,350 metres soft track on Saturday. She can do something still.
Okay, of course we mentioned 2 there that were well in the market here, so interesting to hear what you had to say there. Let's have a look at Positive Peace here, Mike. Just only a few weeks ago, Rosehill, same track, of course, soft 7, so potentially similar conditions here, Mike. Sat off the pace this day, but it was still, it was up there enough, but got to the line, okay, we were on, the hearts were in the mouth, but the money was won.
Yeah, we just got home. This horse is so tough. Look, it rates okay once again this race, and she does go up in weight, but when you hit the lead down the long Rosehill straight, 300 metres out, and you keep lifting, that is a brave, brave effort. She could have more in the tank. I just wish it was 1,550 metres. Back to 1,350 is a bit of risk for her, I think.
All right, well, it is a risk, but that's what the key factors can hopefully help us out with in race number 9 to see who is going to bring home the cash to end the day at Rosehill Gardens. And it's Positive Peace after that win, but a little bit of a question, but it's got the gold for the form.
Yeah, giving her just an extra length on that last start. It's such a tough run. She gets the gold bar just. She's flying.
And look at these all lined up. We've got a nice race to end on the day here, Mike. Who's got progression?
There could be more in the tank, like I said. Positive Peace with more upside. Shock Alert can improve second up, and Designated, the last 2 starts, jumped out of the ground. Definitely improving that horse.
Okay, so 1 at odds there, but it is the favourite that's jumped out to a lead. Let's see if any of them can catch up. Distance stage of prep.
Just the risk for Positive Peace. If there was a red bar, we might give it to her. So deep in the prep, Something Fast likes this distance. Rohewen should like it more. House of Cartier will love it compared to last start.
Okay, nice odds there. House of Cartier with some gold, but Designated and Something Fast still with a length to make up on Positive Peace. Who likes these track conditions?
She likes to get a toe in, as they say. Light up House of Cartier.
Okay, so we've got 3 horses here that can make a lunge. Can they do it with position in run?
He's a big boy. He maps just near the pace. Royal Celebration maps very well, I think.
Okay, so they all tried to level up to Positive Peace, but they didn't. Something Fast, House of Cartier and Designated all just in behind. So the favourite is for us only by a length here though, Mike. So we'll see where we are going to play in this race. Not too much gold there towards the end of the key factors. So let's have a look at all the odds now. Positive Peace there, only out by a length, $4. $5.50, Something Fast, the horse resuming. House of Cartier, you had a little bit of gold going through there, $16. And Designated, I'll have to go back and check my form here, Mike. I didn't find this horse.
No, it comes to the Provincial Championships. 3 starts ago it was terrible. 2 starts ago it was amazing. Last start it was even better. It is flying, this horse. Look, maybe wait for the yard. Something Fast could parade like a gem and just win. Or he could come last first up the coming stable doing all sorts of things. Positive Peace, so tough. I'm not going to knock her, but if I'm betting early, it's House of Cartier and Designated. It's both great odds. All
right, so we're going for a lot of value there in the last race of the day. That's what you want on Coolmore Classic Day to wrap it up. Race number 9. Well, there's a look at 5 big races, but of course we've got plenty more to take you through, including our other best bets, our $100 hot seat and our charity multi coming your way. Welcome back to Key Factors, presented by theraceguide.com.au. Coolmore Classic Day at Rosehill Gardens. We want the pockets to be full. It's the first day of the Autumn Carnival, Mike. What a big few weeks we've got in store at Rosehill. Then it all turns to Randwick. So let's get the punters home early, mate. We've had a look at 5 races. Plenty more to come. Have we got some good value to show?
Important week, bounce back week for us. You'll see the hot seat soon. Doesn't look great. Yonkers up to 2,000 metres. He can win for the 3rd time. Argenteus could be dynamic, could power pass him at $9. Stella Pauline, please win at $2.90. Spending to win. Each way or a place. Fun Star, she's the one at $1.90. Yulong Prince in a very open race. 6 go wide and your quarters there. Pahudakawa with 2 or 3 key chances, including Noir. Master of One at $2.50. He's so good. And House of Cartier swooping down the outside late. she could win at big odds.
Okay, so a couple of shorties there, and I like to see a couple at double-figure odds as well, Mike. There's a look at the summary. Now, you just touched on it, $100 hot seat,
go
mate.
Easy, Stu, go easy.
Where is it at? And, no, that's it. We've got to get it out of jail. Come on, let's go.
We do need to get out of jail. Last year, I think we're in a similar spot. It went down to 300, maybe even 400. We
this
bounced
is your
back.
time to shine, mate.
213. It's negative. Doesn't look good. Let's have a look. Argentaeus could be dynamic, like I said, at $9. Could just explode second up. Mission River, massive odds each way. On pace, he's so tough. Stella Pauline, she's the toughest on the card. And then on to race 7, the Coolmore Classic, Bahuda Kawa, Noir, and Bentoit. They're the 3 at odds for us.
Okay, I like it. All right, there's a $100 hot seat. Let's get that back into the profit range for season 2020. Of course, our charity multi-bet, we're doing it for Beyond Blue, so let's get this one started, Mike, and I'd like to hear what you've said about a few of those. But race 1, let's go for the place professionals. You've said how good place bets are. Let's have a look. Let's put them in a multi. White Boots, $3.20, and Stella Pauline, well, look, let's hope she wins, but I know she's running a place, so we'll take that $1.50. That's great value. 20 on that at $4.80. And let's go a box trifecta nice and early in the day. So I'm wrapped up by race 2 here. We're going to put the 2 winners in, of course, the 3 unlucky runners in AIM, Mission River and Argentaeus. And we're going to have $20 on that, Mike. So I'm at $182 and we're doing it for Beyond Blue. Let's make as much money as we can for the charity in the $100 hot seat.
Like the trifecta, those 3 horses were so unlucky. Talking about Sweet Deal again, Sunline's my favourite horse.
Yeah.
If she wins, is she as good as Sunline, Stu?
I'm going to go with no, mate. What do you think?
No, can't be.
Okay.
Nowhere near.
Well, get out to Rosehill Gardens this weekend. What a race day it's going to be. Coolmore Classic Day. Plenty of other action on the weekend. I'm off to Coonamble on Sunday as well. Good luck in the Country Championships. What a series it has been. That's all from us on Key Factors. Head to theraceguide.com.au for all your profiling, and we'll see you at the track.
See you at Rosehill.